Hey, welcome to Office Chats by Breakroom. I'm extremely excited to bring you this episode today. Today, we are diving into one of my favorite frameworks that I created called Build a Workplace. I created this concept after being in a couple of work environments that just were not working for me. I couldn't figure out what it was, but I essentially came up with a three-prong approach that anyone can do in about 5 minutes to help them get a little bit clear about the type of work environment that they need to be in to thrive and the type of colleagues and supervisors they need in their lives to thrive as well. Once again, I'm so excited to talk a little bit about this. Grab a sheet of paper. I know I say this all the time, but you really want to grab a sheet of paper and do this exercise along with my co-host as they talk about the framework and break it down in the conversation. You can find the framework and the worksheets that they are mentioning in the show notes. So I advise you to take a pause, click on the link in the description for the episode resource, download the free worksheet, the Build a Workplace worksheet, and then as they are talking and going through the worksheet, follow along with them so that you never get lost and you can keep up in the conversation. Have so much fun today building your workplace, and please reach out to me on LinkedIn and send me a snapshot of your workplace that you've built for yourself. I love this exercise so much, and I'm so excited to see what you come up with. Enjoy the episode.
Okay, so you know that feeling, right? Like dreading Monday morning.
Oh, yeah.
The kind that makes you want to just like pull the covers over your head and pretend that work doesn't exist.
Totally been there.
We've all been there. But what if we could like flip the script? What if we could actually like design our ideal workplace? A place that actually makes us excited to get out of bed on a Monday morning. A place that fuels our creativity and passion.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Instead of just accepting, the status quo, what if we could get proactive and define what good actually looks like for us?
And that's what we're diving into today.
I love it.
We're talking about this really cool build a workplace exercise. And it's from Breakroom Buddha.
Okay.
And it's not just about daydreaming. It's about taking a step back and saying, all right, if I could build my ideal workplace brick by brick, what would that look like?
It's about getting intentional, right? Instead of just complaining about what we don't like, let's actually define what we do want and then see how we can make that happen.
Exactly. Yeah. And what I love about Breakroom Buddha's approach is they use this really kind of quirky analogy.
Okay.
Building your ideal workplace is like building a bear.
I like it.
So think about it. Every part of the bear represents something crucial to your overall experience.
Yeah. It's a fun way to make a really important point. So let's break it down.
Yes, please.
The manager, for example, is like the eyes and ears of the bear.
Oh, interesting.
Right. They set the tone, they impact your growth, and they really act as an early warning system for pretty much everything that's going on.
Right. Think about it. Your manager can really make or break your day-to-day experience.
100%.
They influence your workload, your opportunities for advancement, how valued you feel.
Yeah, it's a huge piece of the puzzle.
Huge. And then there are your colleagues. They're like the arms and legs of the bear.
That's a good one because you need those arms and legs to be strong and supportive, right?
You're in the trenches with your colleagues tackling those projects' deadlines.
It's a team effort.
Exactly. Having good colleagues can make all the difference. It makes all the difference. And then, of course, we can't forget about the environment.
The vibe.
The vibe.
Yeah.
This is the body and heart of the bear.
Yes. Is it collaborative and innovative, or is it cutthroat and stressful? That's the atmosphere you're working in every single day, and that has a huge impact on how you feel when you walk through those doors.
And you know what you say, like cutthroat and stressful versus collaborative and innovative? This is where that build a workplace exercise gets really interesting.
Tell me more.
It's not enough to just say, I want a good manager or I want a positive work environment.
Right.
It's about getting specific.
Yeah.
And that's where the template, I think, is so helpful.
Okay, how so?
Because it gives you these lists of adjectives to choose from. So it's kind of like you're at a career buffet.
Oh, I like that. A career buffet.
Right. And you can't just take everything.
You got to prioritize.
You have to prioritize.
You can't pile everything on your plate, right?
Right. You can't have it all. So you have to kind of decide what's most important.
Exactly. We might all want a manager who is like supportive and decisive and a visionary leader.
Right.
But which of those is like the non-negotiable, the one you absolutely cannot live without?
Yeah, which one is the deal breaker? And so, for example, when I think about my ideal colleagues, I find myself gravitating towards words like reliable,
Okay.
approachable.
I like it.
So that tells me that teamwork and a supportive environment are high on my list.
Mm-hmm.
What about you? When you think about your ideal colleagues and just the overall vibe, what kind of adjectives come to mind?
Collaborative, for sure.
Gotcha.
Respectful. Those are like non-negotiables for me when it comes to colleagues. I do my best work when I feel like I'm part of a team where everyone's voice is heard and valued.
Yeah.
And then in terms of just the overall work culture, innovative really resonates with me.
Interesting.
Like, I thrive in environments that encourage creativity, where there's space to experiment and try new things.
I love that. And you know what I think is so brilliant about this exercise is it's not just about dreaming up this like fantasy workplace, right?
Yeah.
It's about using these adjectives, these descriptive words to kind of uncover what truly motivates you.
Oh, 100%.
So it's self-discovery as much as it is career planning.
Absolutely. It's like holding up a mirror to your work style and your values. And then once you have that clarity,
Yes.
it can be incredibly empowering.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're walking into a job interview, and instead of just answering their questions,
Yeah.
you pull out your metaphorical Build-A-Bear and you say, this is what I value in a workplace. This is what matters to me.
Mic drop.
Right.
Power move right there.
It totally is. It takes you from being this like passive job seeker to someone who is actively shaping their career trajectory.
I love that.
It's about advocating for yourself and what you need to thrive.
Yes, advocating for your needs, and that's huge. And you know what's interesting is you don't even have to be on the job market to use this.
Exactly. You can use this Build a Workplace template as a measuring stick even in your current role.
Oh, I like that. So you're saying even if you're not looking for a new job, you can still use this to improve your current situation.
Absolutely. Let's say you realize that open communication is something you value highly,
Okay.
but it's lacking in your current team. Well, this template can spark a conversation. Maybe you could suggest like regular check-in meetings or find ways to encourage more transparent communication.
So it's like you're reverse engineering your ideal workplace.
Exactly.
It's not just about looking for these qualities in other companies and other people, but actually how can we embody these qualities ourselves?
Yes.
Be the change we want to see.
Be the reliable colleague you wish you had.
Yes.
Champion those innovative ideas. Sometimes being the change can have a ripple effect, right?
Totally.
It can influence the people around you and shape the culture in a positive way.
100%. This is giving so much to think about.
Okay.
Okay, so we've talked about using this template for job searching, for improving our current roles. But what about those of us who might not be in a position to switch jobs right now? Like, how do we make sure that this build a workplace exercise doesn't just stay a fantasy?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Right. How do we actually start implementing this in the real world, step by step?
That's where the real magic happens.
All right, tell me.
It's about taking those adjectives, those values you've identified, and weaving them into your everyday work life.
I like it.
It's about making small but impactful changes, even if you're not changing jobs entirely.
So it's less about a complete overhaul and more about those incremental steps towards a more fulfilling experience.
Precisely. Think of it like this. You wouldn't expect to run a marathon without training, right?
Yeah.
Building your ideal workplace is a journey, not a destination. You can start by simply being more mindful of the qualities you've identified as important.
So how do we translate those adjectives into actions? Give me an example. How do we go from reliable on a piece of paper to actually feeling that sense of reliability in our day-to-day work lives?
Real quick, before we continue the episode, I have something special to share with you. Hey, are you struggling to fill up your portfolio? Don't worry, I got your back. I'm gifting you the Portfolio Builder Workbook. It's your excuse-free guide to creating exciting projects you'll love. No matter your field or your creative confidence, these prompts are designed for all professionals to get outside of their comfort zones and start putting things in their portfolios and projects out into the world that will help them get ahead in whatever field that they desire to enter. If this sounds like something that you need and you want to start building your portfolio today to showcase what you can do to the world, then I want you to click on the link in my show notes It's going to be labeled the Portfolio Builder Workbook. Click on that link, download this portfolio building guide, and do the prompts that are in the guide to start building your profile today and making your mark in the industry that you want to move into. I'm excited for you. Good luck. Now, let's get back to the episode.
It starts with you. If you value reliability, strive to be that reliable presence for your colleagues.
Okay.
Show up on time, meet your deadlines, and be someone others can count on. By embodying that quality, you not only enhance your own experience, but also contribute to a more positive and productive team dynamic.
It's like that old saying, be the change you want to see.
Yes.
It's not always easy, but sometimes taking that first step, no matter how small, can make a difference.
Exactly. And as you start making those small changes, you might find that you inspire others to do the same. Maybe your commitment to open communication encourages a colleague to share their ideas more freely.
Yeah,
Perhaps your reliability gives someone else the confidence to take on a new challenge.
I like it.
It's about creating a ripple effect of positive change.
It sounds like building your ideal workplace is an ongoing process, even if you manage to find a job that ticks all the boxes.
Absolutely. Your values and priorities might evolve as you gain more experience, so it's important to revisit your Build-A-Bear from time to time. Think of it as a living, breathing document, a compass that guides you toward a more fulfilling and meaningful career.
This has been such an insightful deep dive. We've explored how to identify our ideal workplace, use that vision to guide our job search, and even implement positive changes within our existing roles.
100%.
It's about taking ownership of our career happiness, one adjective, one action, one conversation at a time.
It's about recognizing that we have more power than we often realize to shape our work lives and create environments where we can truly thrive.
So to everyone listening, what resonated most with you today?
I'm curious to hear.
What adjectives would be non-negotiable for your ideal build-a-workplace bear? And more importantly, what action, big or small, will you take this week to start building that dream workplace brick by brick? Until next time, keep those creative juices flowing, because when it comes to designing your dream career, you are the architect.
That was another great episode with my co-host. I'm so excited you took the time to invest in yourself today and dive into this topic. But before I let you go, let me share this real quick with you. Looking for a quick way to make a career move without any special skills? Check out my Bridge Jobs Guide, featuring 30-plus bridge jobs that are easy to get into and perfect for building your experience. Whether you're in between jobs, looking for flexible work, or simply exploring new opportunities, these roles are simple to start and can help open doors to something bigger. No need for degrees or complicated qualifications. Just bring your determination and get started today. Click the link in the show notes to check out my Bridge Jobs Guide and discover the opportunities waiting for you.